All right. I'm going to jump right into this. So what you see ahead is, a trade I took during UK session. I wasn't sure I was going to stream. I'm not in the really mood yet to do serious trading. A lot of stuff has happened in real life, so I'm quite emotional. So that's why I'm very cautious and I'm trading Combine. But it's all based on the analyze that I did this weekend. If you see the 4-hour, I'm gonna scroll out. We had this can I mark it? This bar, red area here of tops. We did the all-time highs, then we touched the bottom of it, and then we have been in several bounces on the top section here for the last days since Friday. This was Monday, and today we visited again. So I did wait for price. I did take a little preempted trade because I didn't think we were gonna reach all the high again. But I closed it at the loss of $200. So when we came up here, I had to take it, even if there was no conviction that it's gonna go lower instead of higher. I had to take it because my view of the current market situation and where we are, we need a pause, and making new all-time highs or even breaking this pivot from Friday was, to me, if we do that, then I don't know. We might as well go all-time high. So I took the trade up here, and then I had the stop loss above this pivot with 20 points of stop loss. I think I had it even more, like 25 or something, if you're gonna nudge above and then go down. But then I saw the reaction on the smaller time frame, and I felt more confident. So I scaled down my stop loss, and it's now above today's high. And it's only 7.5 points. And since this, we see this 4-hour candle, a really beautiful exhaustion candle, like falling star almost. I could say that because we have a small wick, very small wick, a very long wick with excess on here, and a small body, followed by some upside, and now we wick down and we're seeing continuation down. So if price comes back, I don't have anything to complain about. This was my trade. And I am seeing that we're gonna hold this channel here, along with probably this green small double bar you see here. We hit the bottom there, we hit the bottom there, we hit the bottom there. Now we haven't revisited yet. I have this red, it should be green by the way, but since price moved above. So this could be a support area. And it's right along with this green long bar here. So that's where I'm gonna take my profit. And if I reach that, I'm gonna max out anyway today's combine of $1,500. So I don't need this to drop any further. But it's a good place where we can see a bounce up. But we could probably see a very big red today. A very big red day today. Should be the more accurate nouns. We could have actually what we saw here. It's not this could be the last wave in this massive rally up here. So what we saw yesterday could be wave 1. That's why I Fibonacci marked that. So we could see a possible end to this wave at the first Fibonacci extension level. It could go to the next, which is in line with the daily EMA 9. So we might possibly go down first to 23,700s today. We could also go down even further to 23,550s. Who knows? I don't, but I'm not gonna trade. If I get this trade, I'm done for the day. So if I don't get this trade, I'm not sure I will be trading anymore today, because then my view is skewed and we might hit all-time highs again. All-time highs at 24,069. Not today, but this week. But I don't see that. I can't see that happening. So that's why I'm so bearish for the short term. At least down here, bounce up again up here, and then we have the big move down. Perhaps. Perhaps. So I'm gonna stick to this trade. I also have this. You see, we broke. I had this bottom, 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 this green line here. That's a potential bounce area. This one was bottom, 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 and we broke this line. So that's, I'm gonna delete that because that's breaking to the downside. I could probably keep that. I can keep it. In case we go up, we might actually bounce back from the bottom of this down again. So this is, I'm gonna mark this as orange since it's broken. This is still a potential support, and we are at it right now. And I also marked this 4 hour. I woke up early this morning and I was looking to see this 4 hour to get exhausted, to be more like this 4 hour, and then we go down from there. But that's why I took the trade, to preempt this 4 hour. I did not want to see Asia highs broken, but we did in the next 4 hour candle. Here's Asia high. But this 4 hour candle didn't close bearish, so I had to bail the trade. And I did a good bail because we went up a lot. And when we came up here, I thought if this 4 hour candle is going to be exhausted, I'm not going to be able to have any size, because the stop loss up here, 50 pips, Jesus, not pips, points. That's huge. That's why I preempted this trade. If we go higher, I'm fine with that. I take the loss, but we didn't. So here we are. We're now seeing a bounce here. And we are at the 4 hours. So this line might be not very accurate at this high time frame. So let's save this. We also, on the RSI, we have room to the downside before it's exhausted. You see that? All these up moves, long time overshoot in the RSI. Then we have come down, and I can see us coming down more. So let's go into 50 minutes. Where is it? This one. Bottom there, bottom there, bottom here. Then we haven't bottomed it really. Okay, so we did not touch it yet. We have some more room to it. But see, see here, we broke the 4-hour close. That was my first preempted trade that I lost. That was, if we closed below, it's a bearish move. And we did. Look at that. Look at that little wick below this 4-hour close, which means we broke the structure. We have broken the structure. You can see the broken structure here. So to me, that is a bearish sign. Now, it doesn't have to. We could have this wave up here. This could be a wave. This could be a correction. And now we're gonna see an even bigger move up. It's possible. It is. But I can't see that happen. If that happens, that's not my view of the current market. I could trail my stop loss above this pivot. But we know NASDAQ, it's wild and crazy. And we can wick here and then shoot down. Just to take out and grab liquidity before it makes a stronger move down. I would not like to see this price action move much higher here. If we break this pivot and break down again fast, that's fine. But if we break and hold and continue up, I would probably exit this trade. I don't know. Maybe I just keep it. It's 7.5 points with a possibility down in this green here. And it's 158 points. It's an insane trade of, if I get this in, it's a mass. Oh, I had it. Delete that. It's this one. It's 21 rate of return for the risk I have. That's insane. But I'm only in with 6 micros, so you can understand if you had size on this. But I had a bad beat yesterday on this combine. So I was down 800-ish this morning. So I have some work to do on this combine to get it done, for sure. Well. That's a long talk for just this trade, but that's my view. And I can see at US Open, we might be down here or we might not, but I think we can actually go even lower. If we don't go lower, I think we're gonna go up here again, bounce again, and then drop down, and then we are gonna see a break of this green to the downside. In my view, that's my take. If we continue up here and hold up, I have no clue where this market is going. We might go all-time highs. So that's my view. Trade safe and have a nice day.
What is your market analysis? Click thumb up if bull or thumb down if bear.
Um, so a possible trade idea could be when we hit this orange line isn't really nothing following. it's a trajectory that I planned for other things, I think, but it's pretty accurate in the current direction. So possible trade could be, if we come up here, we could take a trade here with a stop loss, like say 10 points. I wouldn't like too much going up here. And then you just pull it down to this green line if you want. Or if you want to be brave and hold it for the whole long haul. Could be a really nice one. I do think we need to touch this green line at some point today before we potentially move higher, which, by the way, I don't think we will. We don't visit these highs again up here where my entry is. But I don't know. But this could be a potential very nice trade. I'm actually tempting to add to my trade, but I don't really need that. Because I really, if we're gonna come down here, I will get what I need and I won't risk anymore. So I don't really need to add just to end my trade sooner. If we come down here and I'm done for the day, I mean, down here is in the middle of nowhere for me. We need to get some form of a good support area, and that's where this line is, or where this empty fair value gap is, where a lot of leftovers are for this bull run that happened yesterday. Yesterday's rally up was really shocking me that we got this high though. I really thought we were done here. Here. I thought we had this wave, 1, 2, 3. This was like ending of wave 3 or something. And then we had the wave 5, and then we're gonna seek lower prices and dump here. But no, we rallied this. So when I read this now, this is wave 1, 2, and then we have wave 3 extended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the wave 3. And then we have a very short 4th wave. And the 5th wave was a massive squeeze of the shorts up to the highs. So I see this as 1 and a long 2, which, wait for it, which can indicate that we will see a massive drop since we had this long, exhausting consolidation upwards, but we did not take out the highs from yesterday. Almost, but we did not. That's important. If we did just overshoot and straight down, that's fine as well, but we did not. What worries me seeing this is if this is a consolidation pattern like an ABC here. It's pretty good ABC. You have this high. Jesus, how high is it? A, B, kind of C. Like this. ABC. That's a really good ABC, actually. That would mean if we go up from here, oh my God, I hope we don't. But if we do, we could see a massive rally. Massive, I mean massive. This could be, where is that bottom there? So if this is, I don't know, the rally we had, wave 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, don't take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. So this could be wave. We could have completed wave 3. Okay, so wave 3, that's not that massive then. So we could see if I delete this Fibonacci. So if this is the retracement of a fifth wave, the extension of that Fibonacci, first one is at 23,966, and the next one is above all-time highs. If this is wave 4 in this massive run up, one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wave 4 in this, and 5. Okay, so we have one more leg up, possibly. Possibly. God forbid. I would hate that. I might take out my trade, at least break even here if we go up. I don't want to see us up here again, because that's possibly we're gonna go higher. Crazy market, crazy market. My view would really prefer we see a drop into this zone and possibly ending, I mean, in late September down here. I mean, we're basically around where the Fed is going to announce the rate cut here at 15th September, right? Well, I think it was. I would like a cool off until then. But I don't decide anything. So like this, we might see a peak here, and that's the trade to go short with a stop loss here, or just I mean, if you jump in here, you kind of missed it. You're already 20 pips of risk points. Why do I say pips? In the forex world, right? I would like to see us retest the highs of this 50-minute candle, peak it, but hopefully not peaking this. We could peak it just to grab liquidity, but I would want to see a price quickly drop. So a price here for at 23,855. Take it, close your eyes, and have a stop loss around 23,865, 66-ish. But we could have, this could be the end. This could drop. I would like to see another grab above this. Crazy though. Looking at the RSI 50 minutes, we're really perking up here from the bottom. We have dragged along the bottom all the way here. Did this push down? Even if we were overbought, that's normally what RSI can do. And now we're gonna see the prices moving up here. I want this green line to be touched before we see any higher prices. But who am I to say? That's just my take. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna add anything to this trade. I'm just gonna leave it be, not adding any more risk. I have the perfect entry for my short ID. If my short ID is not valid, so be it. I'm not losing much. Trade safe. Talk later. Well, how about that entry, huh? This short is right now looking very juicy. We don't know. But still, look at the entry of my trade idea here. It looks to be holding very, very nicely. So if any one of you took that trade, congrats to you. I have my trade already set higher up, so I'm fine. I was thinking of adding to my trade, but I don't want to be greedy today. If I add it here, my average would be down here. So if my price moves up here for a liquidity grab, I would be at risk. It can happen that we come up to the highs again. I don't want to see that. I want to see this now plummet to, first of all, to this green line here, which touched it 3 times already. So if we continue down here, we will come back to the lows here. We're probably going to break, just peak the lows, probably. Peaking this green line, and then we're going to see a bounce. And that bounce, I hope, is short-lived, up here, grabbing whatever leftovers of this quite heavy drop for now. The volume is not right there, though. It's not much volume yet in this selling. It's 50-minute bars, though, so it's still a lot of time in this 50-minute candle. It's only 3 minutes old, so anything can happen. It could be a B, C, and then we shoot up. Yeah, you never know, right? Nasdaq is a wild beast. Love and hate relationship for sure. What's this? Possible zone of hello? Zone of interest, maybe? Resistance? Support, I mean? Maybe? Lighter green? Maybe? We have highs, and then we have some lows before we broke it, but we kind of came back. This one broke it, but we came back, and we hold above it. Might be of interest here. We have this green here. What is this? What is this green? It's just a area of, I don't know. What did I mark that? I think I marked that on the hourly chart as a possible support area. We have a lot of price action here and up, down. Yeah, we have kept the lows, highs, lows, maybe. I wouldn't take this as so big of a deal. Let's actually delete it. It's just annoying to have too much on your chart. If we come back up here, I would be a little bit nervous. If we come back up, because we had this drop here. What is it? Let's measure it. 22 points. That's quite a good trade. Just 22 points. We have a lot of stop losses above this pivot here. Maybe it wants to grab that and then come down again. What? What just happened? It added a contract. It added a contract to my short. How? How did it add a contract? Did I accidentally hit limit sell? Yikes. Okay, it is what it is. That was not intentional in a long way. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look how much it differs. I had 7.5 points of risk. Now, with only 1 micro added, I'm 11.75 points of average risk. Crazy. How the hell did I add that? I must have left click, hit either took market sell or limit sell one. Probably market sell. Jesus. Yeah, you can't be clicking around apparently. Dangerous stuff. Yikes. Okay. It is what it is. Even if price comes up here, I would not see kindly of a price moving up here again. Looking at the bigger picture, we haven't touched the green. We have not touched this green. I don't want to raise it either, because that would make this bodies being below it. And I don't like that, especially on the 15 minutes. I want to respect the wicks and not keeping any body below the channel that I draw. Only wicks. All right. Well, this bounce here did all the RSI to now looking possibly good for continuation short, but we don't know yet. We had these two candles makes us more comfortable in the short trade right now, but there is nothing that says it can't pop here. That would be outside my view though. I would accept that we peak here, take out the easiest stop losses, but then we go down pretty immediately. I do not want to see a body forming up here. I don't want to see a body forming up here. And if you're not familiar with body and wicks on a candle, the thick area of a candle is the body, and the thin threads above and below are the wicks. So we're above Asia high again. Crazy how this holds up. It is actually amazed me how well we are holding up. I'm more thinking that we want to squeeze out the shorts rather than go a sharp move down. I'm gonna squeeze out all the money we can out of everyone that is shorting as much as possible before we make a move. To me, rallying the Nasdaq right now, when we have this very bad job reports, we have a sticky inflation. It's I don't like it. I don't like the condition that the economy is in the US right now. It's a lot of uncertainty, and markets hate uncertainty. So that's why I'm amazed how well we are holding rounds. Yesterday, I took bad beats in my short bias, and we rallied almost all day until until we did not. That's when I actually got this down move. We opened here at the US. Initial balance low. We came all the way up here. So the first, I go into the 30 minutes instead, like this. This is yesterday. Let's remove this Fibonacci. Come on. So here is the US Open. Initial balance low. Can I grab it, please? There you go. More visible. And an initial balance, a lot of people do different things, but the most common thing is to measure the first 30-minute candle. This is the 30-minute candle. And that we had an initial balance high. IB high. I'm going to put the top, right? We're going to do it 2 pixels wide. So we have initial balance high and a low. This candle sets it. The next 30 minutes, we did not go above it. We went lower to grab more liquidity. Then we went higher. We peaked initial balance high here. We broke to the upside. Did we hold it with a body of a candle? No, we did not. We wicked lower again. Could not hold above initial balance high. Next 30 minutes. Do we see a body above initial balance high? No. This 30-minute candle didn't make it as well. So we came lower. We actually hit a lower low of this candle, and we'll have a lower high. So now it's a failed, even at this candle, the first 30 minutes after the initial balance, if that fails to go higher, the balance is failed to the upside. It doesn't say we can go higher or hover higher for a long period, but most, not accurate, but we have a good chance that a failed initial balance to the upside is going to go back to the initial balance low. So what happened? We did crawl up here for a long period of time. I had this red bar here, and this line, this thin red line is a longer time frame, and I said, if we break that, I'm wrong. So I'm gonna bet that this initial balance high is gonna not break higher. So I took the trade around here. I only had 6 micros as well, and I had my stop loss above this bigger time frame. Maybe I had a little more, actually, 15 pips, maybe more. I can't remember. But and then I targeted the initial balance low, and I had like a bit above it. That's 100 points. Look at that. I had a major loss yesterday. I almost bust this combine. But then I took it back with 6 micros, going from IB high to IB low. I still was in loss because 6 micros. Let's see, 6 micros. 6 micros. 6 micros on 100 points is $1,200. Yeah, I almost busted. You can bust the combine for $2,100. I think I was at that peak up here. I was very frustrated. I was looking for this short. So I took everything I can, and I said, if I break this, it's a bust combine. It's fine. But I hold it, and I hold it, and I thought, I'm not gonna take the profit just to have another trade going in the combine. I wanted the larger picture that I saw, and I took it. So I made back 1,200 on that huge loss yesterday, and I ended up red anyway. But still, lived to trade another day thanks to a good trade. And today I hope we do the same with this current trade that I have. It's now 7 micros. I had 6. Okay. But I don't know. It looks promising. We have, is that, what is that? Of a wick. It's one tick. It's a 1 tick wick to the upside in this candle. That's not much. I don't like. I like to have a bigger wick if we're gonna go down, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope this go down here as I view to this green line, and from here, if this green line hold, we have 3 bounces already. If this comes down and it holds and we see a push up, I'm not gonna like it. I'm still gonna hold this. I'm not gonna take profit down here, not even partials. I'm gonna stick to this trade to have my thesis that we're gonna go and touch this green line today. We had this low on Friday. Here's Friday low. Friday low. And what date is that? The 5th. 5th of September. That is Friday low. If you look at the Friday low, this is the 30-minute chart. We don't have that much of excess. We have some excess here. Yes, we do. It is 506 to 46. That's 40 points. It's 40 points. It's a good chunk. But is it really the low? Is it? Wouldn't we want to see, I don't know how much this is, but this candle though is much more convincing. This is 400s to 8. That's 80. That's double amount of ticks. And this candle really looks bullish. It really looks bullish. Look what happened after that. Woo, boy. This is also not a very good low. This is a 3-bar reversal though. 1, 2, 3. Up. It is. This is also not really a strong end on the 30-minute. It's not. We have a 3-bar reversal. You take these 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. The third candle broke to the higher, hold to the higher. And then what happened? We just pushed up. Very nice. The 3-bar reversal, I would say that's as strong as well as a candle like this, leaving a lot of excess to the downside. Excess, I mean this wick. It's very fast. Leave a lot of orders unfinished. So I'm thinking, we're going to break all these. We are. We're going to break it all with either this orange push or this white slope down. These are measured moves based on A, B, C. This downslope here from the all-time highs. This move here. Down here. Let's see. Come on. Can I get the low, please? Where's the low? Do I need to scroll in? I want to snap to the low here. There you go. So this down move equals this orange. See that? Orange. That's measured move from me. That's one. And if you take the high to this low instead, it's hard to snap. This move, if this was the move, and then we went just up because we have a higher low. This was the move, then it's the white. This one. You see? It's a measured move. That's why I think A, and then we have a ABC within the ABC, A, B, C. So we're going to end up in this green long channel we have down here. We have visited that and bounced. We went actually below it here. But this is kind of a very long time frame. This is the June low. This is the May low. So we are far back in this year to reach those lows. And this channel will measure those lows in a higher low kind of fashion. So if we get this nice move ABC, if that is true, I have no idea. That's just a thesis of me. We're going to get to, you have the September low, August low, July low. We might go lower, but I can't foresee more than that. It depends on what the Fed is going to do around this 15th of September here. We could see this just flush, or we will see a slow pace down to this area, taking out the August low. Perhaps we go in July low, and then we will shoot up and we will have the long rally for the rest of the year. Who knows? I have a long prediction in gold that we're going to keep on making higher lows and higher highs until, I don't know, the end of Christmas, January. We're going to see prices closing in on 4,000. But then we might see gold just gonna flush or start doing lower lows, higher lows, lower highs. That's when you think it's gonna reverse, like stocks is gonna move up and gold is gonna go down. My thesis on gold is still to the long side. Even if you get some pause in gold, still we're gonna make a higher high, higher low, and then higher high in the end. Okay, a lot of talk. Nothing has happened really to this 30-minute. We seem to hold it. We are 5 minutes from top of the hour. If we see this come up here, I would not like it. I don't support it. I don't believe in it, but it can happen. Anything can happen. My thesis, we're gonna go down lower today. I want the price to my around my target here, somewhere around here. It depends. The trajectory has been very slow. Very slow. This is the trajectory right now. So this could come down. We slowly put it. So we're gonna come down, but it's close. So if we move into this green channel here, I'm gonna take my profit for sure. And that's also gonna make my combine maxed out. It's set to exit at $1,520. $1,520 if you want to pronounce that right. But we're far from it. We're still up here. We're still up here. It's very, very slow. I don't like that. So we'll see what happens. I wish you good luck today. We are 4 minutes from top of the hour. In 34 minutes, the US will open, and that's when the action will reveal if we are going to rally up today or flush lower today. Trade safe. I talk later. If you don't call that a drop, I don't know what. Look at that. Yikes. Okay. I can't say yikes though. Look at that trade idea for you guys. Look at that trade idea I gave you. Go short here, take profit at this green line. You would have made 40 plus 6. That's a really good trade. Really freaking awesome trade. Crazy. Now we did wick pretty lower here. I like it. This one was also kind of lower. So we don't know. I was expecting a bounce from here. I'm not gonna take out my trade. I have a massive good day here with $900 on the pocket right now. But my view today is that we're gonna go lower. So I need to respect my idea and I'm gonna stick to it. If we come back up and stop me out, I'm gonna be fucking pissed over myself for not taking anything off the table. But this is the line I want to go. This is where I want to go. Here I want to go. And that trade is gonna finish my combine today. Not finish. I'm gonna make the max win I can. I have still a lot to work on this combine since I made a bad beat yesterday. So right now, we still have a lot in this 50-minute candle. But this looks very promising to me that we might see a great red day today. So if you took this short and you're still holding, you could take partials here if you want. And then keep your stop losses where it is. You made that way back with this drop on those profits that you take care. And then you can leave some for the bigger downside move and just hold it. Just hold it and let the trade do what it does. If it stops you out, it stops you out. If you want to take the profit, take the profit. For me, I'm just gonna lean into my thesis today. I could be very wrong. So far today, it's been perfect. It's been actually really good. So I'm liking this. I would not like to see this come up here though again. That would really make me nauseous. If this one turns and come back up and breaking new highs here above this structure. If it breaks the structure, I want to see us wick here, but then we go down. Not holding any candle bodies up here. That would be, I don't know. I don't like it. We could be, we have this green line here that I have. I'm gonna mark it even bigger. There is 4 pixels. You can see it more clearly. It's not, oops, I did something I did not expect to do that. Where is it? Here. It's this bottom. It's not this bottom. This is what matters. This is the actual really good low. This is another good low. And we have another good low. And all of these are synchronized with this trajectory upward. And that continues in this green here. So this drop, I want to see a sharp drop of price somewhere. No, I can't do that. I've already made my longer thesis of an ABC. So ABC within the ABC and ABC. So the trajectory can be whatever. But I want to see us come down in good well managed waves. Yeah. And right now, a break of this structure with candle bodies in it would lean my thesis I to the unknown. Wick above it, yes, but don't want to hold the price above. And I don't want to see price movement up here at all until we see us come down in this. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Trade safe. Bye bye for now. All right. So we got some high volatility news coming out top of the hour in 9 minutes. US quarterly employment and wages. It's a backtrack from Q1, so it's I don't know. I don't know how much it's gonna do, but I heard this data is only released like, I don't know. It's Q1, so it should be 4 times a year, right? But I don't know. It might bring volatility. I hope it's gonna bring price that we are now seeing back at this long green line. I would like to see a confirmed break of that. We're still young in this 50-minute candle, so anything can happen. But if we see a confirmed down move, we have a lot of interest. We have this settlement price, heavy level to break. The next one is yesterday's volume point of control. A little lower, we have yesterday's value area low. So it's a lot of breaking points that we need to do for price to move lower. I, however, see this coming down lower and visit this green line at least today. But who knows? Nasdaq is a wild beast, and we could spike up and then completely evaporate that spike up and go down, or we just keep on rallying. That's Nasdaq for you. I am holding my trade. I'm gonna stick to my thesis. I raised my target profit to 143 pips just at this red line. We had this long channel here, red tops, red bottoms. We have hit the bottom with this top section one time, so maybe we're now gonna see price move to that line again and then reverse. So I put my, actually, we could put 140. We don't need to be that greedy, do we? I don't think, I mean, we're up here and I'm 800. So I just need 800. What is it? No, like 800 more in this trade. And it's like here. So we're gonna get done with this trade a lot sooner than reaching this point. So let's see what happens. I hope we break this. That's my go-to in this trade today. But we'll see. News in 6 minutes. So good luck, everyone. What I'm a little bit spooky about in this news coming out is if price spike up to the top of this channel, that's exactly where my stop loss is. See this red channel? It's aligned with the green at the tops of this, and we broke to the upside here. But if this spikes up to take out all the stop losses and then flush down, they're gonna take me out, and then I'm gonna miss the whole trade down here. So that's what I'm scared about in this. I really hope that this goes the other way, it flush down, and then it can come up again. But if we're gonna go deeper down today, they want to take out the shorts, right? So it's gonna bring out a spike to the upside and then go down. So that's what I'm really worried about. I hope this goes my way. I know hope is not in for the trading, but yeah. Okay, news. What is the news? Come on, did I miss it? I focused too much on the stream. I can't see it. Oh. I don't think the news are really out yet, is it? I don't see it. We're bouncing here on it. I don't see it yet. We have the BLS benchmark revisions and US quarterly employment and wages of Q1. I'm watching the financial news, so it might be a little slightly delay. Okay, we're going down, like it. I don't have the news yet. Okay, we're coming down. We passed the settlement. We come down to this zone here. We have the tops, some bottoms here. It's a lot to go through here. A lot. There's a lot of noise here. That's what I'm thinking. We need to have a strong short-sided settlement among the short sellers here if we're going to break all this. But I believe in them. I believe in them. We have break in the... So if we're going to measure, let's measure the move that we broke this. Oh, wait, what? We broke to the downside. So if we're going to break this high from this channel, we're going to come to this level, which brings us to just take out this stop losses here, right? Might be. It might be. This might be the trade to this orange zone. Take out the stop losses in this pivot. But if we miss this green, to me that green is like the holy grail. We need a pivot there, pivot there, pivot there. Actually, this pivot is outside of it. Look at that. We could actually revision this a little bit down here. We're gonna take it all in. I don't know. I don't really care. My trade is gonna be done a lot sooner if we just keep going down. Let's see if we come down. I think my trade will be over already here at this zone. I still don't have the update on the news. Maybe it's just not showing on financial. Let me reload that. If it's stuck. Oh, it doesn't reload really. A lot of attention to the site. Perhaps it's very slow loading. I refreshed it. It's still loading. Okay, I like that we're holding here. I also like the 15-minute RSI looking to curling down. We need 500 more in this trade to lock out a full winning day. It's still loading the site though. All right, I'm gonna shut up and focus on my trade. Bye for now. All right. So what I'm looking for, this candle here, let's see, 15. Wait, I did had it on the 30-minute, right? Here. See, it's right? This is the first 30-minute candle since US Open. Initial balance low, initial balance high. We haven't broke the initial balance high yet, and I hope we don't. If we do, I would like to see a reaction from it. What I want to do is that this 30-minute candle, if it can, it's only 8 minutes left in it, to be lower than initial balance low. To me, that would confirm we are accepting lower prices. So this 30-minute candle, if it closes below initial balance low, that is the first 30-minute candle when the US market open. If that happens, that would leave me more confident that we will seek lower prices. If this candle closes above initial balance low, it doesn't give me that much confidence, but still it's possible that we can drop. What I don't want to see is that we have a candle that closes above initial balance high. That would lead me in a bad position to be short. So financial news that I had the news on, it seems to be really, really busy, and it's struggling to give me the actual news. But what I can say is that the revisions of that BLS is the preliminary benchmark payrolls revision. We have a subtract of 911 jobs created. That's almost 1 million job that is revisioned between, I think it's the first quarter of this year, so January to March. So back then we said we created a lot more jobs than what's actual. So it's, to me, that is very bearish news. It's bad. So how can the payrolls data be that wrong? It feels manipulated to look better than it actually is. That, to me, says something is wrong. So my bias is still intact to the short side, but we see what happens. You never know. I still believe we are gonna go lower today. When this news sinks in, to me it feels the market should feel uncertain to a higher point, and that should leave the market selling off the stocks for some time before we get the new inflation CPI, PPI this week, and then we have the even more rate cut decisions. Is it next week, really? It is next week. So a lot of important data is coming both this week and next week. Until then, I think markets will be very uncertain, and uncertainty leads to maybe lower prices or very choppy, range-bound markets. Which leads me to think, if we can visit this green long bar, maybe we will visit the highs one more time. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. I would like to see prices come down to August lows, September, August lows down here in this green one. That would be a healthy pullback. and I would be inclined to shopping for stocks down here. Depending on the news, it could be horrible continuation news that leads us even lower. But right now, I think it's a lot of uncertainty. So we have 4 minutes left in this 30-minute candle. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, we are currently at the initial balance low here. We're lower now. Okay, let's see where this ends up. If we end this 30-minute candle below initial balance low, that gives me confidence that we are seeking lower prices today. How low? I don't know. We have yesterday's low here in this orange area zone here. If we can get there, that could be a target. I don't really feel satisfied until we bounce this green, but maybe we don't visit that today. I mean, it's the 9th. It's ending here, right? Back here is the market close at this place. So we could be going here and then chop, and then we have a spike down here and then we go up. So it could take the full day before we even go here, if we go to this green line. Okay, only 2 minutes left now. 2 minutes left. Looks like to be a doji candle, but it's a lot to take in here in the last minutes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and just watch my trade. beautiful sound. What a beautiful sound when the orders are closed. What a trade, huh? What a trade. From 9:30 my time to 16:30. But I saw this. This was my vision, that we're gonna see this low. So we might see some chop down here, and then we see a pull up, but I eventually see us go down in this green. We might go all the way down here, all the way down to 700-ish, 710-ish, 715-ish, like we see now. And here it's a very good chance that you could have a bounce. But I would not take a long trade. I would take maybe this actual 40 ticks. But you're gonna have, we don't know if we're gonna bounce here. We could go through here and then we wick up from, you have a gap here, you see that where my cursor is. This green is a fair value gap. We have a lot of unfilled orders. This is a gap that just could go right through it. And the next kind of pivot level is down here with this. That means we're gonna break this green to the downside. That's even more bearish sign to me. So we could go a very, very red day today, unless we have a push down to this, it holds, we get some bounce, maybe retest it, and then we have a slow late night and Asia going like, it might be a sell-off or nothing. But I think continuation this week looks very bearish to me. So look for a good area to short with as less risk as possible. And if you're going long, make sure you have valid targets of where a possible bounce will go and manage your risk. Where is your risk? You always have to take your risk into account. I'm very happy with my trade. 6 micros. 6 micros. No, 7 micros. I bought in one here. 7 micros. That was over 100 points. Wow. Okay, good. Very good. That is gonna end my day. So I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I will definitely trade tomorrow. If I be online live streaming my trades tomorrow, I'm not sure. It depends how I feel. I am not in my best days. There's a lot of things happening in my life right now. So yeah, that's why I'm also trading combines. I screwed up my XFA. I should not have traded. I was very emotional in real stuff, but that affects your trading, right? So I should have been mature and just, no, don't trade it. Trade combines or take the day offs. So that's what I've done. I'm back in combine and hopefully we can be back in XFA rather soon. Okay. Have a nice day. Trade safe. Hope you did take my short trade I laid out earlier. It was shorting on this orange with a stop loss a little bit above this zone of stop losses. It was like 10 pips. Pips again, come on. And then we had a 40 tick trade. Okay. Thanks and bye for now.